Hello. Hey everybody. It is number 6. I think it's 6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 6. I'm Tiffany. I'm also the Conscious Crafter. You can find me on Ravelry as Conscious Crafter. You can find me on Instagram as the Conscious Crafter. I have a Ravelry group called Friends of the Conscious Crafter. Come join me and talk. We are having very, very interesting conversations. There's 2 people that I've been talking to out there, and one's from Canada and one's from the Netherlands. And it's amazing to me how different things are all over the world. I told Hannah, she's from the Netherlands, and I told her, you know, I pride myself on being conscious of the people around me and the cultures of people, and globally the cultures of people. But I'm so impressed that every day I'm learning something brand new about something, and I think that's great. And I think the more everyone should do that, the better. So, first tangent of the video. What else? I went to a party for my niece and my son. My niece turned 9 and my son had turned 3, so we were having a little joint family birthday party. We pretty much do it every year. It was super fun. They played in the sprinkler. They went to this art festival where they had booths of different places in the community that brought little crafts for the kids to do. It was really fun. They got to do tie-dye shirts, and that was really fun. Some kind of paint. You use one of these block fish things. It's like a wood block, but it's carved out as a fish, and then you use powder paint with water, and you paint it, and then you slap a paper on it, rip it off, and then there's this pretty picture of a fish on it. So that was really cool. What else? Oh, Jack got his dinosaur. I was so excited. Hopefully I will remember to insert a video or a picture here. I want to make sure I don't put my other family members in the video. So if they're in, I might just insert a picture of him holding it. We'll see.
Okay, Jack, can you pull that one open?
It's inside the joke.
We'll see.
Inside the
Can you pull it out?
inside juice.
Right.
Yeah, we just poured it.
Whoa, what is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, yay! Oh, it's so cute. Did you make that?
Tiffany. She made that. Nice job.
Yeah, really.
Hold on.
Very nice.
Wasn't just like, oh yes.
I gotta look at it with my magnifying glass.
Inspecting your craftsmanship.
That was fun. I got a lot of comments from my family members about how I should sell those online and things. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. Of course, I definitely am not ready for it since that was my first one ever. I definitely want to get better at it first before I do it. But I don't know. How soon do people make Etsy stores? I mean, I know you don't have to have a degree in crochet or knitting to sell things, but how much experience is enough, you know? I don't know, is a question I've been having, because, I mean, any extra income would be great. I'm not totally sold on selling things just because I'm pretty anti-capitalist, so it's hard for me to justify that, but at the same time, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, let me know if you sell things on Etsy. 1, give me the link to it because I want to look at your stuff. 2, how soon into crocheting or knitting did you start selling your stuff? And how confident were you? I'm not very confident at all. Like, I don't think anyone would want anything I make. It's just I don't think I'm that good. But apparently my in-laws and my sister-in-law thought I was good. So I don't know. Yeah, so that was my week. Nothing fun. Oh, we went to the pool again. That was fun. My son, oh my gosh. So my daughter is still pretty hesitant. She's now at the point where she can get to the edge. You know how, I don't know if all pools are like this, but many pools have the steps going into the pool. Well, she can reach the bottom of the step and then kind of hold onto the edge and scoot herself away and then kick back. And she's pretty excited she could do that. But my son, oh my gosh, he's gutsy. So he has a floaty where it goes around the body and then on the arms. So he's pretty well, you know, protected. But he'll jump into the pool. I mean, into my husband's arms, but into the pool. I was holding him once, and I said, you know, these floaties, they'll keep you out of the water. They'll kind of let you float. He's holding on to my shoulders. All of a sudden, he just flies back and lets himself float. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm having a panic attack. Oh my God, what are you doing? But he was all right for a little bit, and then he started kind of panicking because he started moving around. It was frightening, but he was fine. He's enjoying it. He likes it a lot. He's much more of a water baby than Leah ever was. Yeah, that's my week. Let's get on to the good stuff. So, oh, no. I do want to talk about one thing before. So I'm sorry if you're here just for the crafty stuff. I have one more important thing I want to talk about. So my husband and I have a date night. Every Thursday, we sit out in the living room and we watch a movie or a TV show or something. It's something we've always done, and we kind of put it off after the kids were here. So it's been nice to kind of get back to it. When we were teenagers and we started dating, that was pretty much our date nights. Every weekend before school, or I mean the weekend when we weren't at school, we would just put on a movie and watch movies, or watch, you know, Comedy Central, or what other, Sci-Fi Channel and things like that. And so this week we watched Magnificent Seven. I don't know if you all know what that movie is. What I know about it is that it is a remake of an older... So if someone knows this movie better than me, please correct me, because I'm doing this all from memory of different things I've read. So it's a remake of, I want to say Clint Eastwood, of a old movie of his with a whole bunch of other Western actors. The U.S. is, they love their Westerns. Of course, because that was pretty much American history for us. I don't like Westerns. I think they represent a false narrative of American history. I'm probably stepping on people's toes when I say that, but I think they tell the wrong stories. If you get what I'm saying, they're not talking about the tragedies, maybe, that sorry, again with words this week. When people came into the West, there's a lot of bad things that happened then, and sometimes those stories don't get told. And most of the time when a Western is shown, the story that's told is the hero of the man, the hero of the American dream of perseverance, that violence is completely necessary because everybody's out for themselves type story. And I despise everything like that. But that being said, my husband and I watched this film because Chris Pratt's in it, and we are huge fans of Chris Pratt. And so we're like, oh, let's watch this. It'll be kind of good because it's got Ethan Hawke in it. It's got Denzel Washington in it. So, Chris Pratt. So, we like Chris Pratt a lot. And so we watched this movie because it has Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke, and we thought it might be kind of different for us because we normally don't watch those kind of movies. It was good. It still had the same, story, violence, 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 and perseverance, and, I thought it was quite funny in a ironic type of way that this community in the film were fighting for their land so much, even though the land they were fighting for was originally not theirs. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that because I could talk on for hours. But the main part that I really wanted to discuss was that in the film, this is for the vegans who watch, because you'll get what I'm saying. And even if you're not a vegan, hopefully you'll kind of get what I'm saying, because I think this is a very important thing to talk about. So in the film, there's tons of horses. Everybody rides a horse, right? So, you know how most films that have animals in them, they'll say no animal was harmed in filming this movie or whatever. That's a great sentiment. So, in this film, horseshoes are running into explosions, gunfire. They're seen as they're falling down and dying in this film. I don't know much about horse training for a film specifically, but I'm gonna guess they train the horse how to fall or something like that. I hope, because to trick a horse into falling is quite cruel to me. But what I was most concerned about was, even if an animal doesn't get physically harmed during the filming, these horses are around mass gunfire, huge explosions. You see horses kind of do that thing when they get scared all over the place. Like I said, I don't know if this was a trained behavior, but if it's not, you're traumatizing the animal. That animal does not understand. You can't sit there and talk to an animal and say, okay, we're going to film this scene. It's going to look like there's an explosion. You're not really going to get shot. You can't tell a horse that. Sorry, I'm getting a little ramped up. So yeah, I was a little angry. And that's for me, it was kind of eye-opening, because that was a new development for me. Before I was vegan, I didn't have those thoughts. I didn't really critically analyze the stuff I was watching like that. And I'm hoping other people will start to do that too. And it'll kind of open up the divide. And if that bothers you, maybe other things bother you too. So, food for thought. Yeah, it made me irritated, because, there was a scene where this horse he literally ran through the building with Denzel Washington on him or her. And, the horse looked terrified. It just looked terrified. I don't care how you train a horse, but you can't rationalize a fake building to an animal. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go off for a bit. All right, so let's end that there. If someone wants to talk to me about that, please do. I would love to have conversations about that and how I really feel about that, because I would love to. So let's go on to the stuff I finished. And I don't have a lot to show, because one is already at my niece's house, and the other one my daughter has. So anyway, so there are really small things this week, because I've had to rush around to get things done. So first finished object is my water bottle cozy. I didn't make a holder like the rest of them, because it's this yarn that I got from Claudia, which I absolutely love. This is really fun to crochet with. it's kind of this frilly, I don't know if it's gonna focus. It probably might not focus. But anyways, it's got fabric like stuff, and it's one of those fun yarns. But anyways, I double crocheted just a slab, and then I sewed it together. And it's not perfect, but it's fine for me. I just wanted to add a little bit of color to mine. But like I said, I didn't make a holder because I was worried I wouldn't be able to find all the stitches in the little circle. So I just did a cozy. That was fun. What else? Oh, the gift bag. So I'm going to insert a picture of my niece's gift bag that held her Pokemon cards we got her. Both her and my daughter are in love with Pokemon. Don't ever bring up Pokemon to my daughter. She will shoot every piece of information at you, and you won't even know what she's talking about. She's just, oh, you know, so such and such Pokemon, that's an evolution of such and such, and you can find it at such and such, and blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about? Like, I'm sure most moms and dads deal with that when their kids they know so much in their head and they have to get it out, and you're just the only person in the room, so they spit it at you. So yeah, so we got our Pokemon cards, and I made her just a simple gift bag. I decided to go knitting again. Knitting. I can't quit you. I tried. I can't quit you. I'm trying to get back together with knitting. I hope we can get back together. Yeah, so I knitted the gift bag. And so I just straight up knitted. I bound off. I sewed the sides, and then I sewed the bottom. And before I bound off, though, I did one row of yarn over, K2 together, yarn over, K2 together, all the way till the end. So it has like a little holes for a drawstring. And then I took another piece of yarn, the same yarn, and I just made a little bow. And I used, I think it's the Red Hearts version of Homespun. It looks very, very similar. And these colors were like green and blues. It was kind of like a baby print. But that's what it was. And it was fun. I think I might do that with all the homespuns and the yarns that I really don't have a lot to make like a blanket with. But I don't want to waste it. So maybe I'll just make some gift bags to have on hand, and I can give it out with things. That was fun, and she enjoyed it, and she was really, really happy. It was so cute. She goes, this bag is so soft. I go, oh yeah, I know. And her mom, she goes, Aunt Tiffany made that. She goes, oh, I love it. It made me happy. So that's that. What else do I have? And then my daughter's water bottle holder. I finally finished that. I think I took a picture of it. Maybe I put it on Instagram. I don't remember. But I'll put a picture of it here. It's same thing I've been doing that I showed you last week. It's just a pattern. It's water bottle sling, I think is what it's called in Ravelry. Instead of a big long sling, I just did a handle. So yeah. Oh, and that's funny. So we were at the arts festival, and somebody was talking to my husband because their two kids were playing with my son. And she goes, oh, I love that water bottle. Does she sell them? So maybe I should. I don't know. I just don't think I'm that good yet. Yeah, so those are my finished objects. Very small, very quick. It was things I had to get done for certain things. So, stuff I'm working on. There won't be a lot of stuff this time because I didn't get to work on everything. But let's start with the bag for the Red Heart cow. This will be very similar to last week, only slightly bigger. It's the same thing. It's just a bag. Nothing too extravagant about it. I don't know how much I have to do another 11 rows. That's gonna be a huge bag. I don't know if I'm kind of just anxious to get it done. I'm gonna hum and haw over that. I might just do a couple more rows and then do the drawstring part of it. I don't know. I kind of want a good size bag so I can actually use it for stuff, but I'm getting bored of it. So there's that one. Next, I have my Cuckoo for Cowls project. What did I say? I don't remember. Oh, that's not it. That's the wrong one. It's been one of those weeks. So this is the same thing as last week, just slightly bigger, but it's getting huge already. I'm impressed. And it's still pretty. I'm not getting bored of it yet, which is impressive. Because you would think just changing the color every single row would get boring. And since it's the same colors every 3 rows, you would think I would get bored with it. I mean, I think I would get bored with it. But even though it's the same colors, I'm all like, ooh, a color change. So I'm glad you've extended the deadline for that, Jillian, because this may take me a while. What else do I have? My daughter's cardigan, and this is gonna look really cute, and it's completely accidental. So it's getting longer, and it's gonna look very similar to we did last week. Make sure I can do it right this time. Oh, you can't really see it. So can you slightly see the darker color on the bottoms? Let me see if I can get closer. Yeah, slightly. It's not that much in this camera, but it's really different. So there's a gradient in the yarn. So the top that's not darker is one ball, and the bottom is another ball. I like it. The only thing I don't like though is when I'm gonna end up finishing and then I want to do the buttonhole. It might look funky. So I might skip the buttonhole and see what I'll do with it. But it's not bad. I like it. Leah thinks it's really cute. It's the balls I got from Claudia. They're not labeled. They don't have, you know, a color lot number or anything. And I didn't even notice. I didn't even see it. I could have, if I was really, you know, if I really looked at them, I probably could have put that one aside, the one that was lighter, and done the other balls. Because the other balls, after I realized it, I looked at them all and realized, oh, the rest are this darker blue color. So if I was really a stickler to it, I would have been able to see the difference. But I wasn't, and it's okay. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. And most importantly, it doesn't bother Leah. So anyway, it's getting cute. It's getting really cute. And she tries it on, and it's super cute. What else? Oh, my tank top. So I have all my, again, it feels like Christmas. I feel like I'm going around going, oh, this one's for you. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, here's my tank top. So, all right, tank top. I put the sleeves on it, even though it doesn't call for them until the end. But I wanted to try it on and see what it was like. Now, I have to tell you, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this at all. I had to rip out the armholes 3 times. I could not get it the way I liked it. I was not doing it the right way. I was trying to do it the way the pattern specified, and I just could not do it. I tried and I tried and I tried, and I just said, F it, I'm going to do it a different way. Even then, I did not like it. So it's not exactly the way I want it to be. So it's going to be one of those tops I wear with like a cardigan over it, because the straps are, sorry, I'm trying to get it straight, are too narrow. Is narrow the right word? Thin. They're too thin. Oh, you really can't see. It doesn't look that much different from last week, really. It's not. It's just got straps on it, and it's a bit longer. Yeah. See, the straps are very thin. And what I did, this is not what the pattern called for. But what I did was I crocheted a long strip, and then I just crochet, and then I attached it on both sides. Not very good. I didn't do a very good job. Somebody else probably would have done a wonderful job. Not me. But it's my first one. I'll probably keep it and wear it because it's super cute, and I like the colors, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm getting better. And it's just what it is. What it is. I don't mind it, and it's soft, and I like it. So it is what it is. What else? Lost in Time shawl. My favorite shawl on the planet. I love the shawl. I sound like that one other podcaster. All right. So this is, again, going to look very similar, just a little bit longer. I think I have a title. Is that the front side? Yes. All right. So same old, same old. It's just a little bit longer now. I'm down to the last 2 rows. And I probably don't even have enough yarn for that. And then I have 3 more border rows. And then I have the tassels. So I definitely will need to get another ball of yarn. But I got these 2 balls of yarn for this project for $2.99 each at Joann's. So I'm going to try to wait until I can get them for a similar price, because that's how I roll. And I have until Christmas, so it's not a rush, and I don't want to rush it and have to pay more than I need to. So, but just like the cardigan, I'm slightly nervous about getting different dye lots. But yeah, at the same time, I don't think it'll really matter. Since it's already color changing, I don't know if it's going to make that big of a difference. We'll see. It might. But, I don't know. I don't really care. So, and then, what else do I have? I've done the last holder. Oh, that's right. So, Nicola, she follows me here on YouTube, and she's part of the Friends of the Conscious Crafter on Ravelry. And last video, she commented that she has a water bottle holder pattern that I should try. And I was like, totally. Oh my gosh, totally. So I'm doing it. Hers has a really cute name, but it's like very technical. I can't remember what it is, but it's a water bottle sling. I'll leave the URL in the messaging, or the thing that it goes like this, and you put words into, and then it shows up, that thing. So, I just started, so it's like really nothing. But it's super cute, and it's a really cool construction. I have to tell you, Nicola, I really enjoy this construction. Instead of, you know, when you normally start a circle, you'll go like 6 single crochets, and then the next row is 2 2 single crochets in each or something. Like it just keeps building and building and building. Well, this builds, but instead of like this is a double crochet, instead of the double crochet building, the chains build, the chain space builds. I thought that was really cool. I've never seen that before. Maybe that's quite common and I'm just looking really strange right now, but it's new to me. So I thought that was really interesting because sometimes I get really, really tired of counting all the way up to like 30 every single way around. So this is fun. Thank you, Nicola. I enjoy it. I'm using the same yarn that I did for my husband's hat, the pepper swirl, and it's for him, so he's fine with that. So that's everything I'm working on. All the cool stuff I got this week is next. So I have a very special project bag that I've acquired. I love it. It's simple. Downside is it's mass produced and it does not have my name on it. You're probably thinking, what in the world are you talking about? It's an Amazon gift bag. My son received a gift from my grandmother in the mail from Amazon, and I had this bag, and I was like, it's mine. So it is now my project bag, and that's what I'm going to use it for. But like I said, the downside is it has my son's name on it. So, but that's okay. No biggie. I thought you would enjoy a little treat of that. I did a lot of other shopping this week because now that I'm into kind of making my own little projects like the gift bag, the water bottle holders and things like that. Well, the cozy and stuff like that. I'm thinking I want to make all of my kitchen towels into hanging kitchen towels by using like one of those crocheted kitchen towel topper things. But I thought, oh well, I don't have a metal darning needle. I have the plastic ones, but they're not going to go really through fabric. So I went to Walmart and I got these things, metal darning needles. So that'll be cool. But then I thought, you know what? I don't have any kitchen cotton yarn. So I got this one. Oh, let's show the right side. It's so pretty. I was thinking what colors would go with lots of my things because I don't have matching towels whatsoever. I have collected towels over the years, so all of my towels don't match, which is actually cuter in my opinion. But so I need to find yarn to do toppers that is kind of universal. Although this might not be universal, but it'll get pretty close. And it's a lot of yarn. I've never gotten the cones before, so this is going to be kind of fun to use a cone. And then I got a little crazy and I found clearance yarn at Walmart. They had a lot of clearance yarn. All of the homespun was clearance. Not all, but certain colors. Certain colors of the other yarn that I just talked about a couple of weeks ago. Doesn't matter. It won't matter. But I got this yarn. Yay, lots and lots of yarn. I'm one of those people. The more yarn, the better. I don't like buying little balls of yarn in a mass quantity. I like buying huge balls and just needing one. So the Cairn 1 pounds, the Jumbo Red Heart, is that what it is? This one, I'm so happy. They had the light pink, the light blue, a slightly darker blue, and this one. And I said, Leah, which color? She said this one. So we're doing it's like almost like a light limey green. So I thought that was fun. Is there anything else I got? Oh, and I thought, since I'm trying to get back into knitting and I needed smaller needles because I was getting lots of fingering weight yarn from unraveling sweaters and stuff. So I went to my local yarn store. That's kind of local, but it's a little not local, but that's neither here nor there. And I got Chowgoos, size 1 and size 2. Long ones for sweaters and stuff, because that's what I've kind of wanted to do. Is anytime I've looked at a sweater and I thought, God, I want to do that, it always called for fingering weight yarn, and I'm a person that can't stray from the pattern yet. I'm not a person that can just go any yarn, any needle, I can figure it out. No, 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 no. That's not me yet. I want to be that good. Beep boo, sorry. But I'm not. So I got size 1 and a size 2. One's a 32-inch, one's a 24-inch for my kid sweaters and my husband and I sweaters, or children's sweaters and adult sweaters. So that was fun, and I haven't been there very often because they're very expensive, as probably most local yarn stores. But they have a good amount of cotton yarn, and I like that. The other yarn stores up a little bit north from me don't have a lot, and the ones they do have are way expensive. Way expensive. They're basically priced just because they aren't animal fibers, and that yarn I just can't. I as much as I do want to promote and advertise that, you know, don't use animals, I can't afford to just buy that stuff. So and they had linen. They had really pretty linen. They had this very expensive ball of recycled linen combined with unused linen. And it was so soft. Like, it didn't feel like linen. I had to keep rereading it just to make sure it was linen. And I was just shocked. And you put it together with the 100% just unused linen. And the unused linen is hard. If you aren't familiar with linen, it softens when you wash it. And so in the recycled linen, it has that soft texture. And so it was a really good difference. So I may have to go back there and treat myself one day. Huh, it's expensive. Yeah, what else do I have to show you? I think that's it. Oh, I know, my recycled yarn. So I've started unraveling the sweaters I showed you last week. So here is, this is the bulky acrylic. It's not gonna, I don't know how I don't do things two-handed. It's gonna be hard to focus. Get out of my face. Where's my face? There's my face. Keep going. I don't know. It's bulky yarn, brown, and it also has white and brown and cream colored, and that's fun because other than the homespun and the other kind of bulky yarns, this is my first kind of solid color bulky yarn, so that's exciting. Then I have this is going to be really hard to see because it's pretty much lace weight, but it's really, really thin, and it's light blue. You won't be able to see that one. There's no point in showing you. And then a cream. Again, this is really, really thin. It'll be very hard to see, but it's a really pretty cream. Am I too far? How am I not able to freaking figure this out? I'm the most dumbest person on the planet when it comes to this shoot stuff. Okay. Oh, I think I have the other, here's the other part of that sweater. So see how it's kind of brown? Anyways, it's fun reclaiming yarn because you get stuff that you normally wouldn't get. And if you like diversity, it's stuff that no one else has. Anyways, I think that's it. If you want to talk about animal stuff with me, please, I would love it. If you want to know more about veganism, talk to me. Talk to Hannah and Nicola on our board too. If you want to know any about good vegan stuff. Just come talk to me. Seriously, I don't care. We can talk about anything. If you want to talk about horror movies, I don't know, just come talk to me. Yeah, so bye.